Welcome to a smart online order. In this video, I'm going to talk about some things you should consider doing in the beginning to make the most out of your order online page. So as you know, once you create your order online page, it will display your Clover inventory along with your item images, along with your item names and prices. What you would do next is make sure to add images and descriptions. Those will help enhance your online ordering presence. So here's a few different online order pages. Again, it can be changed to some extent when you add categories, and you can change the font size and all that. In this video, I'm going to kind of go over the basics, not to kind of overwhelm you, but feel free, as you learn, to come back and make more changes if you need to. But in this video, I'm going to go over the basics. So what you want to do is you want to have your order online page opened. You want to have your Clover dashboard opened, right? So your Clover dashboard is how you get to clover.com by going to clover.com and then logging in. So from a laptop or a computer, and then you press account and setup. And then when you go here, what you want to do is you want to press business information, because the most important thing is your business hours. When I say business hours, I'm referring specifically to your online ordering hours, and this here is more specific to your online ordering hours. So make sure this is correct. So if you open at 8, but you won't have your first online order ready until 8:30, make sure you put 8:30 instead, okay? Because this is what customers will be able to schedule their orders around, or pick up their orders, or have deliveries, whatever options you offer will be based on these hours, okay? So if you're closed on a Saturday, make sure to put closed. And also, if you happen to be closed on one of these days in the future, come back here and put closed, okay? That way they can't order. So let's suppose 2 weeks from now is a holiday and you're going to be closed on a Thursday. Make sure to put closed, and then make sure to press save, okay? Right here, save. And once you do that, you'll be closed for that day. And make sure to come back and open it again, because you don't want to be closed every Thursday, right? So you want to close for that one Thursday. So let me go ahead and put this back to open again. I'm going to choose here. I'm just going to choose a random time here. But again, make sure yours follows your hours, because I'm just kind of randomly choosing a time here. I'm going to say 10 p.m. And then this one, I'm going to say 7 a.m. to, oops, I didn't choose the end time. Okay, make sure you choose the time correctly. If you have open and close time in between, you can add additional hours there, right? So, okay. So we'll just say that way. Okay, I'm going to press save. So once you do that, the other thing you want to look for is make sure you have your correct phone number here. Make sure it's your phone number is correct, okay? The business phone number here, right? So if, for example, you have your cell phone number here, then the receipt is going to show your cell phone number to the customer. So make sure you have your business number here, right? So if you have your business number, you want to make sure it shows your business number, right? So that way they don't call your cell phone. Because what they get, customers, after they order, they'll get a receipt, and then the receipt will have the business email and the contact information, basically the address and all that. Okay, so make sure you have the correct phone number there. And then anything else you may want to add, you can add your business logo too if you want. This is optional. But let's go ahead and go back to the order online page. That's the most important part, besides the business hours, because this is very important, because you don't want people to order while you're closed, obviously. So that's why we did this first. Now we're going to go and check out the online order page. This is what it looks like from the customer's point of view. Now we're going to look at it from the back end. Back end is where you make changes, right? So when you install the app, it'll show your address, it'll show your business name, it will give you some announcements here. What you want to do first is go to Clover Order settings and then go to store settings, okay? So the first thing you want to do is make sure your email is correct, right? Email is correct to get the online orders. If you want to email, if you don't, just remove it. If you're, you want to make sure also if you're tracking stock, so the way to track stock is obviously from your Clover inventory. So let me quickly explain what that is. So in case you want to know, there's more videos on that topic, but I'll quickly cover it here just for you to know. So let's suppose I have this mocha here, and I have let's say I have I want to count the quantity on this one, right? I want to say I have 7 of them, right? So when 7 of them are sold, whether online or in store, it'll be out of stock on the website. So if you're tracking stock, then you have to make sure that you have the correct quantity here, right? So you don't want to enable that and you have everything as 0. What's going to happen is your whole website is going to say out of stock. So only do that if your website's set up correctly with the correct quantity. So I'm not going to mess with this one now because I'm not tracking stock. And then this is a good option. You want to use your Clover business hours. All hours is if you're taking orders 24 hours a day, which 99% of businesses are not because they close. But if you are, then you can choose that. But most likely leave it the way it is. So hide the menu when the store is closed. If you're closed, you want to hide the menu. I don't recommend it because it's up to you. But if you want people to see what you have to offer, so they can come back later when you're open, that way they can order. And also it allows them to order in advance too. Okay, so this is very important. When the store is closed, show the store closed message, but still allow customers to order in advance. So when you're closed, they can still see your menu. They will say, we're currently closed, but you can still order. So in this case, you won't see that message because the store is open, right? But in another, let's see what this one says. This one is a Bagel Shop. Obviously, Bagel Shops close early, right? Because they're from like 5 to 2 p.m. So they're closed, see? So this is exactly what happened according to that setting. It says, today's online ordering hours 5:30 to 2 p.m. Online ordering currently closed. You may schedule your order in advance. So what is this telling me? It's saying that, hey, we're closed, but you can still order for the next day, right? And then you could probably order. Typically the orders, the online orders is going to be the same for the next day too. So I'll be able to choose for my 5:30 a.m. have a bagel, have it ordered, and then the store will see it and they'll have it ready for me the next morning at 5:30 a.m. So that's a great option to have. Now let me go over a few more important settings here. The second thing you want to do after you check all these settings here, most of these you can leave blank because these are all by default. It's optimally set up, but feel free to go through one by one. And there's a lot of settings, so I'm going to kind of go over the most important things in this video. But you always want to check if you want these settings to change, right? So like, for example, do you want to show order number on the receipts? This is important to you. You can enable it. How many numbers should it go up to before it goes back to 0 or 1? You can change that here too. So these are all additional settings you can do. If you don't understand some of these settings, you may call us or you may watch the other videos we have that kind of goes over more of these things, or subscribe to the channel to get more updates because we're trying to have more videos here to explain everything. The next place you want to go to checkout settings. So now checkout settings is very important because if you want to pass on the service fee to the customer, let's suppose you don't want to pay the 99 cents per order, you can have the customer pay for it, right? Just put 99 cents. You can call it service charge, online order fee, whatever name you want to give it. This will be collected and the customer pays for it. That way the 99 cents per order or the per order fee is collected from the customer side. Coupons. Are you taking coupons? Enabled, disabled? If you do have enabled, make sure to create a coupon. I have another video on that topic, so make sure to click on here to find that video out. And then pay with credit card. Are you taking cash at the location? If you are, enable this feature here. Log in to checkout. That's up to you. Let them save their information so they can reorder again. Now let's go to categories and items. This is very important too because the reason why is because there's some categories you may not want to sell online, right? You may not want to sell seafood, or you may not want to sell coffee or something like that, right? So what you want to do is you want to go through here, and let's say you don't want to sell salads, you just do this like that, and salads will not show up. If you are selling it, put it like that, right? So burritos, are you selling it? Yes, no, and you can change it. So you can hide them. But if you want to hide individual item, then you have to go under items, images, descriptions here, right here. See it? And then once you go here, and then you find the item, and then you press hide from website, right here, hide from website. Got it? And then you press that button, it'll hide that item from the website. Okay? And then again, you can add an image to it, right? For example, the veggie burrito does not have a picture. Click on it, and then choose a picture from your media library. If you don't have one, just press upload file right here, upload file, and then you can choose a file to upload to. Okay, so it's better to have pictures for your inventory. Try to have at least category pictures if you don't have it for that. All right, now let's go ahead and go to the other important thing, is called the order types. That's under settings, and then what you want to do here is you want to go to something called order types, which is right here. Why is this important? Because if you're not doing delivery, make sure to take it off. So in this case, we have online pickup, online order pickup, online delivery. So as you can see here, this is kind of redundant. So we're going to remove this one here. We're going to press edit and then disable it. And then in your case, if you're watching this video and you find then you see if you're seeing online delivery as green color and you're not doing delivery, when you see online order delivery at the time of this video, it's referring to you doing the delivery yourself, like your own drivers are going out there. So if you're not doing it, make sure to remove that. And if you are doing delivery, it's very important that you have a delivery area, right? Because you don't want people to order like 30 miles away. So see, in this case, delivery zones have not been added here. So so this is going to be problematic for the customer because they may be located way over here, and it'll be a 30-mile drive. So you want to make sure add a zone. I have other videos on zones, but just to quickly recap, delivery, let's say delivery zone 1. You can make multiple zones, by the way. Just say delivery radius, typically it's about 10, 15 miles or 8 miles. If you're in New York, it's probably 2 miles. So you press draw zone, and then you say delivery fee, let's say it's $4. Draw zone, like that, and then you just press validate zone. Oh, sorry. Please select a zone. I think I did. Let me see what I did wrong here. Okay, there we go. I think I did not press draw zone. Now it's validated, so I'm delivering within that miles. And then you can feel free to read this stuff here, but typically this will work. And then you can write a custom message here. Let's say somebody orders from like way out here. What should they see? It'll show this message there. Or you could write something of your own. Save changes. Done. Okay, so again, that's how you do your delivery zones. Now, custom hours, I have a whole video on that. That's a very different topic on its own. But in short, what it does, it allows you to have different hours for categories. Okay, modifier groups. As you know what modifier groups are, right? Modifiers are options. So if you don't want to offer the burrito special as a topping, so what is that? So let me show you what that is. Okay, so when I go here and I choose it, I get something called modifier. See, these things are called modifiers, right? If I don't want to offer this item here, this modifier, I can remove that. So I go under variantes. Let's see. Let me actually find a different category. Let's try seafood. Seafood should have more modifiers. Actually, that one has a very simple modifier. Let's go to let's see this one here. Okay, so this inventory only has one modifier. Yeah, vegetables. Vegetales. Okay, vegetal. Let's try one more time. Okay, this one. Let's try this one. This one may have more modifier groups because it says combination. Okay, so as you can see, okay, let's just say combination for small orders. Let's say I am not offering the taco carnitas under this one, combination for small orders. Let's go find it. Combination for small orders. So I'm going to search for it. Small orders, right? And I press the plus sign. And let's say I don't want to offer this one here. I just hide it, right? Now that thing will disappear. But let's go the other route. Let's say I don't want to offer this at all. I can hide the whole modifier group. When I hide this, everything within it hides too. So be careful what you hide, because you don't want to, if you're offering it to the customer, you don't want to hide the whole thing, because if I hide this thing here, everything below it hides from the online, not from the in-store, online. So keep that in mind. And of course, you can change the name if you wish for the online customers. Let's suppose your customers doesn't know what this means, but your in-store employees knows what it means. You can change it. You can say combination for large portions, right? Like the other one earlier, I think it was called variantes. Let's take a look here. See, this one you can kind of explain better. Maybe let's say I can say this. I can say like this enhances. These are I don't know, various options or something. you know, you can change it if you wish to. If you, I'm not going to change it. I'm just showing you that you can. I'm going to press this button so I don't change it. Okay, I'm going to go back to the original name. Okay, let's see what else there is here I can explain here. Yeah, sync inventory. If you make major changes, just double check your inventory changed on your online order page. But most cases it will auto sync, and the auto sync syncs the categories, modifiers, and items in real time. It does not sync the order types, right? So if you go in your Clover inventory, if you go here and you change categories, prices, this, that, it will sync, auto sync. In most cases it'll auto sync unless you did some Excel import or something very unusual. Just double check to make sure it's synced on the site. The one thing it does not sync, like I mentioned earlier, is it does not sync the tax rates. So if I go to here, let me go here real quick. Okay, so if I go to order types, if I make changes to my order types, it will not sync on there in real time, so I have to do a manual sync, right? So see how many order types I have here, because of course I'm just giving you an idea of what order types are, but in your case you may only have 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. But so let's say I delete this order type. It's called patio dine-in, right? And if I want to remove this from the order online page, what do? I have to go over here, go to import sync inventory, and then just do a clean. I go clean inventory, and then because I removed it, removing is that way. So I press start, and it'll remove that when I delete it from the Clover inventory. It takes about 30 seconds for the order types. So depending on how many you have, it may take longer. Okay, so it's all cleaned. Okay, and then just once it's clean, I can go to the next one, which is tax rates. But since I did not change the tax rate, I don't have to do that. If you added order type, just press update order types. If you change an item and you don't see it update on the Clover, update on the order online page, press update all items. So you could do that as well. And again, we have frequently asked questions, video tutorials. So make sure to visit our YouTube page. We have a lot of good videos here, and we are adding more. So subscribe to get the latest info, like about how to get a branded app, how to add custom hours, how to add category image, tips. We have lots of stuff because the Clover is very extensive, and so is the order online page. So it's very hard to cover everything in one video. That's why it's important to subscribe, so you can see all these useful tips and features that we have, and continuously add to the settings. Let's see what else there is. That's pretty much it from what I can see for you to get started. Again, just to kind of recap, add your category images. So you want to come here and click on these, click the ones that don't have a picture, press update, add it, because that'll help you get more orders because you have a picture. Store settings, announcements, these are all things you can look into. Orders, you can see how many orders you got. You know, you can also see this in Clover too, because this thing syncs with your Clover inventory and your Clover's reporting app, so you can see there as well. And as you work your way and grow your business, keep in mind we do have a branded app. Branded app, in other words, is you can have your own iPhone, Android app, which we can build for you, which is going to help you get additional way of customers ordering from you. So let me quickly show that to you. So it's under announcements here. Okay, and also be careful because chargebacks is something that can happen to anybody. So you want to make sure if you get like a $200 order, it seems unusual, you know, just kind of play it safe to make sure that it wasn't a fraudulent transaction. And there's an article here. If you don't see this article by the time you've seen this video, there's a blog site we have, zaytech.com. You can read more about it. But chargebacks can happen to anybody. Just be careful, because everything that goes through online is considered keyed entry, meaning they're manually typing their card number in, and it's not in store. So just be careful. It doesn't happen a lot, but it may happen, so just be careful with that. So here's, we have the branded app here, and you can watch the video on it. Give us a call. Let me see if I can actually show you the link to it here. Oh yeah, and this is how you can see your Clover hours. So click on here to make sure the hours match up with your Clover too. And again, the app, basically what it does, it you will build you an app based on your logo, branding and everything, published to the app, Apple and Android store. and then it'll have loyalty program built into it, and then you'll have access to the loyalty dashboard, which you can control your loyalty program. All right, so that's pretty much what I want to talk about in this video. Subscribe, because there's more videos to learn more about these great features and how it works, how it all kind of comes together. If you again get confused or get stuck or have difficulties, remember we have a chat, email, and phone support. So, and you can do that by many different ways. You can book a meeting. Like I mentioned, you can call us. Our phone number is on our website. Here's our phone number here as well, right? You can call us, and we can assist you further, or you can email us, or you can do a chat call, or start a chat. All right, thanks for watching. Appreciate your time. Please do subscribe for more videos. Thank you.